Will Kitching Fishing. Welcome to today's video. G'day guys, Will Kitching here. Welcome back to another video. Now the other day I got a very exciting package in the mail. We're going to have a look inside this in a second, but what it is the Tackle Club tackle box. So it's a monthly subscription service where you subscribe and every month they'll send you out a new box full of all different lures. Now there's different types, there's offshore versions, there's cod versions, there's saltwater versions, but today the one that we have is the saltwater inshore. So I'll give you a look at it there. I think this box is going to be absolutely perfect for me, and I'm going to fish with the lures in here all summer, I think, depending on what they are. So let's open it up and have a look what's in there. Alright, so the first thing I notice is the total cost of this box is $70, but the lures inside are worth $107. So that's a huge discount on all the lures inside. That's crazy. Alright, what do we got first here? Got some beautiful little soft plastics here. Demiki, they look really nice, exactly like little mullet, so they should be good for flathead and some mangrove jacks. I might cast those around today, I think. They look really good. Next up we got this Rapala X-Rap. Looks absolutely perfect for some mackerel and who knows what else, other pelagics. But yeah, they're a well-known lure, very popular. Try and get some mackerel on that maybe. Now this one here excites me a little bit. This, what is it actually? Snapper ball, looks absolutely perfect. So these micro jigs have been really popular lately for snapper and other reef fish. Everyone's been catching plenty of fish on them this year, so if we get to go out snapper fishing this year, or this summer while I'm down here, that'll be perfect. Alright, there's a little Halco stick bait. Once again, these have been catching a lot of fish lately, pelagics. Looks perfect for trevally and even little mackerel and stuff like that as well, so yeah, that's very exciting. Very good. There's a couple of big jig heads there. 7.0 I think they are. Yeah, 7.0 hook and ½ ounce. I think they're to be matched up with these big plastics that are left in the box, so I'll show you those now. So there's a couple of packets left. There's some gobblers lures here. That is a perfect colour there for, I reckon, snapper and mackerel, that pilchardy sort of colour. Very clear baitfish colour with a few blue specks and shiny freckles there, so absolutely perfect I reckon. So we'll throw those at some snapper and maybe even some mackerel I think. And finally, we have these, the big boys, Pro lures. So yeah, once again, same thing as the last soft plastics, very good colour there, natural bait fish colour, and yeah, really big snapper and reef fish would hit those, and so would your pelagics like mackerel. Alright, so I'm going to put all of those back in this box, and we are going to be using those a lot over the summer, and I can't wait to see what species we can rack up on all of those. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Tackle Club for sending this out to me. I'm going to get a lot of use out of it, so thank you very much. Go check them out. It's pretty cool to get some lures sent to your door every month. It's always exciting to open them up, and they're all really good brands, really good products that are going to catch your fish. So go check them out. All right, without further ado, let's get into the fishing action. Now, just so you know, the reason I've chose to fish here is we have this sandbank here, and it comes down and just drops off just a little bit out there. You probably can't see it. So what happens is, as the tide runs out and gets towards low tide, all the fish that are hiding up on this bank, all the bait fish, they have to move out with the tide, and the predators, they'll just patrol along that drop off and wait for all the bait fish having to move off and just ambush them. And any predators that are sitting along there are gonna, you know, hopefully take this lure that looks like a little bait fish. Anyway, I'll keep casting. Got him! Yeah! Woohoo! Just a little tacker. He has engulfed that little plastic though, I'll tell you that much. There you go guys. Whoop, you can see that plastic there. I'll pop it out of him. Lean my rod up here and get him off for you and give you a look. Alright, there's that plastic. There's Mr. Flathead. Tiny little thing, but man, they must love them. It's only a few casts into the session. I'll get this guy straight back. He's only a tiny little tacker. But yeah, that's good fun. Hopefully there's a few more around. Go on, buddy. There he goes. Oh well, hopefully I can get a bigger one, but yeah. Oh, that's a good start. It's really nice in summer to walk along the edge of a bank and flick lures or baits with your feet in the water. Cools you down a little bit. Oh! That was a good one. Right here. Damn it! So, as you can see here, we've moved to a different spot and now we're going to be casting our plastics in at this rock wall here. Flathead also love to lay in sand patches between structure, whether that's weed beds, oyster leases, fallen timber, bridge pylons, or in this case, rocks. So all we're going to be doing is using our polarized sunglasses to look for the sandy patches between these rocks, cast our soft plastics in there and hop them through. It only took about 3 or 4 minutes on our first drift alongside the rock wall to hook up. Yep, buddy. Huh, there you go. So there we go. That was only a few casts in. We thought, you know, there's not much doing. We may as well try something different and go chuck some plastics for some flathead. And a few casts in, we got that one. So we might go back up to where we got it and keep doing the drift, or even have another cast in there, because sometimes they'll lay in schools. There might be a bigger one around. But yeah, bit of fun. So keep going and hopefully we can get a few more. And as I said, that's on that Tackle Club box lure. Great little plastics. Every time I've used one so far, I've caught a fish on it. So yeah, that's awesome. Anyway, we'll keep going. Nice little flathead. Now, we don't have an electric motor on the boat, so all we were doing was driving back up and drifting back along that wall with the current. Yep.
On?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Buddy. Felt him grab it on the drop.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Well, there's another tip for you, I guess. Always get the net for flathead. They shake their head like crazy. But anyway, you live and you learn. After that, we moved spots again, and we went to a bank where there was a bit of fallen timber, and the bank dropped off into some deeper water, so I was just casting my plastic between that fallen timber, and literally second cast, this happened. Got him. Got him. So there we go, guys. There's another one, not monsters, but nice fun size little fish. So as you would have seen earlier, we were up at the rock wall there, fishing just where the sand meets the edge of the rocks, and got one and missed another one, but we did a fair few drifts along there in the end and they'd sort of shut down. I think the current slowed down, so they might have stopped feeding, but Dad just brought us up here to a little bank where there's a little bit of timber along the edge, and it just slowly drops off, and it's just the perfect looking place for flathead. And there we go, second cast, once again on that lure from the tackle club box. They're absolutely loving those little plastics. They're absolutely perfect because it's nice clean water, so that bright natural colour is working perfect. So we'll have a bit more of a drift and see if I can pick up another one maybe. Yeah, that was good fun. He had a little bit of a run, and I think he hit it twice actually, but yeah, good fun. There we go. Alright guys, now before I finish the video and talk to you about the gear, I've got one more little bonus clip of Dad catching a flathead on these little plastics. We were actually fishing for whiting, but he picked up the rod and decided to have a couple of casts before we started, and yeah, check out what happened straight away again. On the plastic, yep.
Come on.
Yep. Yeah, it's a flatty. Keep the pressure on.
Not a real big one.
No.
Well, it'd be legal.
Yeah. Bring him this way. You kidding me? You kidding me? Well, there we go. What was that, first cast? Second. There we go, Dad just nailed that one. Second cast, we're actually whiting fishing, but he's just had a cast along the drop off here where we thought there might be a flathead with that plastic, and it absolutely nailed it. Second cast. And it even dropped it and came back the next hop and ate it again. So there you go. Beautiful. Very nice. Now we've come to the end of this video, but before I go, I just want to talk to you quickly about the gear. I hope you've got some good tips from the video so far, but a lot of people usually ask about gear, so I'm just going to talk about that really quickly. I'm just using a little 1000 size reel. That's a Shimano neck save, but yeah, just any 1000 with a smooth drag, a 2 to 5 kilo rod with some 8-pound braid, and I was using 14-pound leader. Now the leader going a little bit heavier really helps if a big one takes that lure down, because they do have raspy teeth and they shake their head a lot, and the amount of times that I've lost big flathead from them swallowing the bait or lure down and, you know, shaking their head and rubbing me off is just so many times, and it's so frustrating. The jig head I was using was just a light little 1/6 ounce. I also should mention that this rod that I was using, I actually got this from my friend Way. So Way, if you're watching the video, thanks very much for the rods. I'm catching some fish on them already. Now make sure you stay tuned, there's plenty more videos coming, and more with these lures from the Tackle Club box. I've got one coming your way catching some snapper and other reefies on that snapper ball jig, so that's going to be really exciting. If you did enjoy or learn something, make sure you subscribe. Leave a like rating and a comment if you have any other questions, and share it with your mates. Until next time guys, tight lines, stay safe, and enjoy your time on the water.